A teenage boy believed to have been radicalised online has been shot dead by WA police after stabbing a man in the Perth suburb of Willetton. Police say the 16-year-old high school student was known to them as he'd been participating in a government program aimed at countering violent extremism for a couple of years.
This is the moment police shot dead a 16-year-old boy armed with a 30-centimetre knife in Perth South. Police say the teenager had called 000 just after 10 o'clock on Saturday night to say he was going to commit acts of violence. Minutes later, officers arrived at a Bunnings car park in Willetton, where police say they found a Caucasian boy running around with a kitchen knife. As he charged towards them, 2 officers deployed their tasers.
Both of them didn't have the full desired effect, and the male continued to advance on the 3rd officer with the firearm, who fired a single shot and fatally wounded the male.
A man in his 30s was found nearby with a stab wound to his back and is being treated in hospital. Commissioner Blanche says the teenager, who was known to police, had complex mental health issues and was part of a program designed to help individuals at risk of being radicalised online, but says it wasn't being labelled a terror attack at this stage.
I believe this is a person acting alone. I don't need additional capability at this time. Whilst it meets the criteria, or at least the definition, that's something that we can work towards as we find out more information from the motivations behind this.
Happening something like this is definitely fearful, no doubt about that. We thought it's a very safe environment, safe place, which it is still, but we have heard like once in a while that happens.
I was pretty shocked. I live in this neighborhood since December, and the guy was shot, so it's pretty shocking and scary.
The WA Premier praised members of Perth's Muslim community who had flagged the teen's behaviour to authorities.
I'll be thanking members of the Muslim community who have been working with the police over a period of time, not only around de-radicalisation programs, but continuing to make sure that we make Western Australia a safe and secure place to live.
The Prime Minister Anthony Albanese released a statement on the incident saying his thoughts were with those affected. He says we are a peace-loving nation and that there is no place for violent extremism in Australia. The fatal shooting now the subject of multiple inquiries, including by Police Internal Affairs and the CCC. Tabarak Al-Jarood, ABC News.
The incident has caused shock and concern among the local community, but it's also united them. As investigations into the teenagers' motivations continue, the Premier called a meeting this afternoon with multi-faith community leaders.
Members of the local Muslim community first heard the news after their dawn prayer.
There's concern, there's shock, and just the thought that this was so close to home.
The Imam quick to condemn the teenagers' actions.
In the Muslim community, we live by the motto of love for all, hatred for none. We not only condemn this in the harshest terms possible, but we would also like to mention that Islam has nothing to do with any acts of violence that are committed in its name.
The boy's exact motivation is not yet known, only that he was involved in a de-radicalisation program.
This de-radicalisation program, it is not only for Muslims, but it actually tackles neo-Nazis as well. So it's a very wide-ranging program that covers a whole bunch of communities and people.
Federal Minister for Youth Anne Ali helped design the program and in a statement said de-radicalisation programs are an important community safety measure. They're often successful, but no program can guarantee success. The wider community united in the face of such a rare and violent act.
To whoever's attempting to divide the community or even thinking about extremism, we are coming after you. As a community, we are working with the police. We will be together. No one can divide us.
As leaders from different faiths came together to stand in solidarity against all forms of violence.
How did the meeting go?
I'm sorry, I can't comment, but it was really cool.
We are all Australian when we are together, and we have peace when we are alone with our members.
The Premier says it's a time for the community to come together, no matter what faith or race. Darina Zadvirna, ABC News.
And if this story troubles you or someone you know, you can contact Beyond Blue by phone or their website, or Lifeline on 13 11 14.